behind the Caesars was a family called Pisos. Arius Copernicus Pisos was the father. And the Pisos family realized that the empire is so corrupt, it's just crumbling. So they moved the funds and the power, the political power, out of Rome, out of secular Rome, and put it into a new operation. It's like the furniture company is going out of business, and 2 weeks later they're open on the other side of town. Right. And so they put their money and their power into a new operation, which would be a theological, spiritual movement, because politics wasn't working in the Roman Empire anymore, and they founded what they called the Vatican. And I am telling you, after 48 years, I believe that the bottom line on what's going on in America today is the Vatican is trying to destroy the greatest country that ever lived, because George Bush said it, and it's one thing I totally believe, I'm totally in agreement with what he said. He said our enemies hate us because of our freedom. And I'm saying that's exactly right. Our enemies hate us because of our freedom. The Vatican has been operating behind the scenes. They gave birth to the Nazi movement. Adolf Hitler was Catholic. The entire superstructure of Western civilization is based on Vatican canon law, which gave birth to maritime admiralty law in England, and consequently the whole entire superstructure of America is based on the Vatican. That's why you have in Washington, D.C., the Senate. The Senate is where? It's up on the hill. Go to any good dictionary and look up the encyclopedia on the Roman Empire, and you will find that Caesar ruled from Capitol Hill, and he ruled before the Senate. And the entire, the dome on the Capitol is called domus. It's a word in Latin meaning the explosion of power, the domus, the dome. And it was based directly on, Life magazine said, the dome of Washington, D.C. Capitol was based directly on the Vatican dome, and that the entire superstructure of banking, commerce, and politics is based on the old British maritime admiralty law, which goes back directly to canon law. And so what we're having today is a fascist, Nazi, Roman secret societies like Propaganda Due, P2 Lodge, running this country. And people in this country cannot wait to crawl on their knees to see the Holy Father. If you knew who this man really was, and what the Catholic Church really is.
Does he even know who he is?
And if you spend 48 years looking at this subject and become familiar with the system that came out of the Roman Empire, came into Britannia, and now becomes the backbone for America, we are in a Roman fascist system, and we don't even begin to understand the words of the terms. We can't wait to see the Queen Mum and the Queen and the royalty, and the Holy Father comes over here and everyone thinks he's so holy. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you're offended or not. The fact of the matter is Rome is still ruling the world. And the Roman Church was the power behind Adolf Hitler. It is an extraordinary story of betrayal and the use of religion and theology to rape and pillage a great country like America. So when you see the Holy Father, just remember, that's your enemy. I've been doing it for 48 years. The entire Roman system is in operation today. And that's why you're having the people with waterboarding and all that kind of stuff. It's called, the whole thing was the anti-Inquisition, or the anti-Reformation. What we're experiencing is a religious war to destroy the only country that ever had a constitution, and this is important, George. This is the only country that ever had a constitution written where it said that each and every person in this country is a sovereign by law. We are a free people. And you cannot have a Roman fascist dictatorship over the earth with the strongest and the biggest country saying, no, we're free. So you've got to destroy this country before you can bring in a new world order.
We're going to bring up Christian, and thank you very much, Jordan Maxwell. Christian, come on up. I want to thank you, Jay, Whitley, always, Roger, and Jordan. Gosh, We got 4 more coast to coast shows just with them.